Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel Code Matrix. In today's video, we are talking on a tech challenge. There is one challenge which we are going to do. So we are deploying our Azure virtual machine using Azure PowerShell, and I know that you are aware of the PowerShell tool. It's a command line interface, and we are connecting to it's via a remote desktop connection, which is called RDP, and we will then installing a IIS server, web server. So this is the challenge, and I have also mentioned over here. You can clearly see this, like what we are going to do. First, we are creating VM. We are taking the RDP and we are installing the IIS server on that virtual machines. So yeah, like whether you are a beginner or looking to sharpen your cloud skills, so this step-by-step guide has got you covered. So let's dip right in. So let's move to the lab which we are going to accomplish, or we've tried to cover this module. So yeah, now we are in our lab. We are in the jump host, where we are going to implement our labs. Okay, so I gave some instruction what we are going to do. So let's move to the process. So first of all, we have to log in our cloud portal. This is very important, and this is yes. So for cloud portal, we need to sign in. Cool. We successfully signed in. Sorry. Okay, got it. Yeah, you all know that this is Azure Cloud portal, and we are going to provisioning virtual machines and installing web server, IIS web server on that application virtual machines using a PowerShell. So here you can see in the top blue right hand side, this is a PowerShell or command line option. Now it is asking for which command line you are trying to use. So there is two options, bash and PowerShell. So I am trying to access PowerShell, and yeah, giving some options. So I'm choosing this mount storage option, and I'm selecting these subscriptions and apply, and we will create a storage account. Okay, I'm choosing this. I want to create a storage account. Next, so it is asking me some options. So I'm choosing East US. Once I choose storage account and name, it asking, so you can give any name. So I'm giving this name. So once it is done, then create. So it is now showing that deploying in progress. So it will create one storage account, and in that storage account, what happened actually, the logs will be stored. Okay, so it is creating. So once it is created, next what we are going to do, we will I have some command, a PowerShell command to know how to launch this entire virtual machines. Okay, so okay, yeah. So you can see here, I have I have typed like new like creating a virtual machine. So this is the command of to creating a power virtual machines, Windows Power Virtual Machines. So I have mentioned that resource group name, and this is the command. Like I have started one PowerShell masterclass, so you can check on that also, like how we can create, like this is a verb and this is a noun. So new means whatever we want to do, the action need to be do. So new means I am creating, and this is Azure RM resource manager, and VM means virtual machines. So this is resource groups, is group name. Actually I have mentioned location option, mention virtual network mention, subnet mention, size mention, security group mention, public IP name mention, and all. Open the ports. I have opened 3389 ports with 80. Okay, once it is done, just hit the enter, and it asking like username, user of that like, so I'm giving user and press enter. Again password asking. Okay, great. So hit the enter. Okay, now it is creating. So it may take time, so till I'm pausing this video. Cool. We have created a virtual machine. You can see here. So once it is created, it will automatically show these options. Okay, I will show you this thing. These options like resource group and IDs, VM ID, like name, VM size, when it created. Okay, so each and every detail it will going to show you. So yeah, like now VM is up and running, and it's time to connect to using a remote desktop connection. So there is two way to connect your virtual machines. Okay, so one way is like create a copy, click here and try to connect from here only, but I will try to connect from the remote desktop connections. So usually what I will do, I will back to this system, and here press Windows R, or else like you can here you can type here mstsc. Okay, so this command is used for to connect the remote host. Okay, so before doing this, let's move to our portal, and first of all we have to fetch the detail IP detail of that virtual machines, remote virtual machines. For that, actually I'm typing one command. It's a PowerShell command now also. So what I am here, I'm what I want to get. So here it will show, it will fetch the data of public IP address of this virtual machines, remote virtual machines. I mentioned that public IP name and the resource group name where it is present. Okay, now when you create hit the enter, it will show the public IP address. Okay, got it. Okay, so once you get the IP address, public IP address, now what you will do, copy this IP. Okay, copy this IP and move to your local systems, and again here type mstsc /v and your IP address. Okay, so this is, yeah, Okay, hit the enter. Okay, yeah, now it's asking for the credential. So at the time of creation, I guess you gave some details, right? So use that credentials here and hit the OK. Okay, cool. So we are successfully, in the remote desktop, means remote server. So here now the next task is like you have to install a web server, IIS web server, using a PowerShell, and then actually we will try to access the web server from the external environment. Okay, so this is a remote desktop connection, a remote desktop server, and type here PowerShell here. Okay, yeah, this PowerShell. Once it is open, now what you will do, use a PowerShell script to install a IIS web server. Okay, for that actually follow this command which I'm typing on my system. Windows feature FEATURE. Okay, feature hyphen name web server. This web server should be in capital S and W. Okay, hyphen include management tools. Got it. Check this. Okay, before executing this command, and if everything is okay, fine, just enter. It is in process. Okay, parameter cannot be found that include management tools. Okay, I got it. There is some typo mistakes, so again I'm okay. Now it's installing the IIS web server. Let's wait for the installation process, and later we will check with the use of public IP address of this virtual machine or application server, web server. So after installation is complete, then you can verify it by opening a web browser on your local machine and entering the public IP address of that virtual machine server. And if everything is went well, then you should see the default IIS web loading or welcome page. So here you can see we have successfully it's showing the message of success. So let's minimize this server, and let's try the using the IP address. So again I'm coming here. Okay, so here you can see there is a public IP address, and just copy and try to paste on the local system and hit the enter, and you will see. Okay, great. Yes, we are successfully installed, and we're successfully able to see the content or default web page of that so on that server, which is presented on that server. Okay, so yeah, this is and there is it, and our IIS web server is up and running, and on our Azure virtual machine we are tested on the local machine also, and it's working. So this is how you can create virtual machines and installing a web server, IIS web server, using a PowerShell. Okay, so this is that is a for today challenge, and we successfully deployed an Azure virtual machine using PowerShell and connected to via remote desktop and installed our IIS web server. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, make sure